We control the horizontal and the vertical. We control everything you see. Stretching things from the blah blah blah. I can't remember the word. Alright, I hear me. Alright, so welcome back, guys. We good? Is it looking good? I'm gonna hold this on here for a bit, and I'm gonna look at the YouTube thing to make sure that the screen capture is capturing the right part of the screen. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, go. Yep, that looks good. It looks good. Everything looks good. All right, and I can see the chat very crystal clear too. So, guys, welcome back. And we will be on our. This is certainly going to be the finale for this. We're going to go down our last uh, secret bonus path. Because basically, let me know if you can hear the game music fine, because I don't know if I checked. Whoops. Getting any audio now? Wonder how long that's been going on. Do you have the game on there or no? Let me check something real quick. Da 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 da. I hear me. Let me try hitting that button again. Okay. Yep, I see what happened. I wonder how long that was going on. That's embarrassing. Professionals here. So I'm wearing my headphones and I accidentally bumped the mute button. Which is probably why I'm a little more clear today. Which I probably will do this more in gaming streams, but I should obviously make sure I don't hit the mute button. You can hear the game, right? Just want to make sure. If I were an actual defense attorney, which I'm not, that's Boozy's job, and you could talk to him about that, but don't talk to him about it all the time. Boozy's badger's a human too. And you don't have to talk to people about their work all the time. They're on their own time. Come on, guys. I would, personally, between Morgana's already rehabilitated and Morgana isn't responsible. I personally, and obviously you guys can vote for whichever one you want to do. I would go for Morgana isn't responsible. Because already rehabilitated, it's like, well, they committed the crime. And even if they're turning over a new leaf, as it were, that doesn't really make up for the fact that they had done wrong, even if they're not doing wrong anymore. And that's usually what the law entails. It's like, oh yeah, you murdered someone. Oh well, I'm not going to murder anyone anymore. I'm a monk now. It's like, it doesn't matter. You murdered somebody. You're going to jail. But saying isn't responsible, I think what is going to happen there, it's not like a Fluenza defense. I think the defense we're going for would be like, she was under duress because she was kidnapped and put onto this crew, and like she was abused by this captain, and if she didn't follow his orders, then she would be killed. And that's more like that's probably a defense in something. Like, I'm sure if if somebody took a hostage and then pointed a gun at a hostage and said, you have to commit this crime for me, or you're going to die, I'm sure there's some sort of defense for that kind of a thing, especially if they come clean after the whole thing gets. Is it playing music right now? Because then I can't hear the game. Really? Okay, hold on a second. Is it playing music right now? Because then I can't hear the game. Alright, so one, yep, you can't hear the game. Number two, oh, I know why. Well, I guess we're going to either have to do a musicless game, or B, I'm going to have to restart the stream and get my other audio equipment. The thing I forgot to deal with is that I wonder if I can change audio here while it's going. Speakers audio. I think. Ah, shoot. Yep. I can't do that until I restart. Crap. Well, I'm going to do it real quick. Ready? One. Bye, guys. I'll be right back. Alright. Let's see if this works. Are we there yet? Oh wait, hold on a second. Oh wait, hold on a second. I was like, is this even doing anything? It's like, no, I'm looking at YouTube and I'm looking at. Oh wait, hold on a second. All right. Yes, okay, it worked. So I can hear the audio now, right? Da da da. Worked. So I can hear the audio now, right? Da da da. Yep. Alright. So what I had to do is I had to set the speakers to my headphones. I had the speaker set to the laptop, and because the laptop's not playing anything, it's not playing anything. And the reason that is because I am utilizing... This game does not work with... this game doesn't work with gaming embedding or window embedding. So I literally... And this is why you're seeing like me looking at YouTube. Because like literally I'm literally taking a screenshot of my laptop and streaming that screenshot of the laptop. And because of that, the audio is actually tied to the entire thing, not the game window. So I had to change my settings. It's a long, convoluted thing, but I understand why it happened, why it did. Troubleshooting in real time. Fun. Anyways, so did we decide whether we're going to rehabilitate, or basically we are going to make the defense that she was already rehabilitated, or that she isn't responsible for her actions? So by the way, it's like if you get a free lesson in how to use Ubisoft, like an outdated version of OBS. You get extra bonus material. Alright, so we have Morgana isn't responsible from David. Morgana isn't responsible. I said I was going to go for that, so I'll go for that. Morgana may be a criminal, but can you really blame her? Yes, I can. But Morgana never really had a chance to behave like you. No, that's not the defense you should be going for, Mila. What do you mean? Morgana was born inside a jail. After that, she served on 2 different pirate ships. She never had any incentive to behave honestly. No, that's a horrible defense. What are you doing? Like, just say she was kidnapped by a pirate and forced to work for that pirate under threat of death. That's a better defense. What are you doing, Mila? You greenhorn. Jesus. That's a fine explanation of her behavior, but why does that mean she shouldn't be punished? If Morgana's behavior is a result of her life circumstances, that means that any one of us might be in her shoes right now. No, that's a horrible defense. No! Instead of punishing Morgana for living a life she had no control over, and why didn't she have control over it, Mila? You're almost there. You're almost there. I've watched too much Law and Order. We should focus our attention on changing what caused her life to turn out that way. That's what we're doing. We Dread Pirates are on an important mission that has nothing to do with the case. One which will improve the world. No longer will people... This has nothing to do with the case. No longer will people be born into desperate circumstances that force them to turn them into a life of crime. What? That has nothing to do with the case. Jesus. But then again, you usually don't commit somebody as being guilty before the trial begins, so, you know, forgiveness is going to be made, I guess, for this being a little unorthodox. I was born in desperate times myself. I never once felt tempted to turn to a life of crime. Instead, I'm an instrument of justice. See, that's exactly it. It's like that excuse, you know, what people use for when somebody goes like and does a very heinous thing, like do that whole, like, you know, the whole, you know, shooting up a place, right? And they go, well, that person was bullied when they were a kid, and it's like, that's not an excuse, right? Because, like, I was bullied as a kid. Like, there's a bunch of people in the furry fandom who were bullied as a kid, and none of us, not a single dang person in the furry fandom has committed such a heinous crime. There's literally, like, 1 count of murder in the, like, for the 2 decades I've been in the furry fandom, there has been 1 murder by a furry. Like, that's literally how crazy it is. And at least, like, one that I know of, right? There's obviously some cases that might not take to light. But, you know, it's like, did she plead guilty? No, like, they didn't even let her plead. Like, Morgana. Like, so we saw that last time. So Morgana was, you know, put on trial, and then they said, oh, she's guilty. Like, they didn't ask for a plea or anything. They basically sentenced her before we... Like, they're doing it backwards. Like, they said, oh, she's guilty, and now we're kind of arguing our cases. And it's like, that's not how it works. It's supposed to go the other way. Furthermore, many of the criminals I've convicted came from wealth and noble families. If people are merely pawns of destiny, as you claim, why did they commit crimes when they had all the advantages and privileges in the world? I've heard enough. I'm ready to take my ruling. Morgana, your life story is a sad one, but that does not excuse your behavior. Therefore, for the sake and safety of the seas, you must face the consequences. Melia, if you had explained that she was being duressed by Roki... Come on! Morgana, I sentence you to a prison period of... Just a moment, Your Honor. I have a reach from the king. In the event of Morgana be found fitting of punishment, then that punishment shall be death, as a message to all landers who would assault our people. Well, assault? I don't know, like assault being a capital punishment crime? Like, if Mila doesn't jump on the hypocrisy of this, like, so hard, like, then she should just, like, go, like, just give up right now. Very well, if that is His Majesty's wish. Death for stealing some kelp? The sentence will be carried out by noon tomorrow. Mila! Explaining why, oh, somebody held a knife to your throat and stole some material goods. That person should die. That's not justice. Like, that's like the king being judge, jury, and executioner, right? It's like, this is a freaking monarchy that has, like, some very big issues to it. It's like, holy cow, guys. I didn't expect this to happen, but I can't say I'm surprised either. You talked about making the world a better place. You're hunting those coins, aren't you? Well, they're dangerous. How? That's not important. What's important is that you learn to quit while you can. Those coins are cursed, I tell you. I've got somewhat of a different theory. Save it, Darius. Think of the bravery it must have taken this woman to speak with us, hardened criminals. All just to warn us that we're in terrible danger. Her selfishness ought to inspire us to change our ways. What? Really? Of course. I can't remember the last time I felt so looked out for. Come here, you. Let me give you a hug. Take care of yourself, darling. What was that all about, Tam Tam? When she mentioned the coins, she touched her hand to her pocket. Ta-da! She had one on her? Wait, that's it. When the guards aren't looking, get this to Morgana. Oh, you're the reason why I'm here. You blew the trial. She did. I'm with Morgana on this one, Mila. Like, what I expected Morgana or Mila's defense to be is so much worse than what I expected. It's like Rocky held her under duress. I mean, come on. I'm not gonna let it go, man. I tried my best. She obviously is very inexperienced. So how is Darius gonna bust me out? Here, take this coin. All right, and that's it. What? Maybe you can meditate on a spirit animal. What's that? That's what Cersei asked me to do. To think of a feral ape. So you want me to escape by turning into what? A feral goldfish? I don't know, Morgana, but you've got to try something. Well, if you come back from the dead thanks to the coins, I guess anything's possible. It's time! Begin the execution! You can do it, Morgana! Shut up, I'm trying to concentrate. Sploosh. Oh, she's gonna become a shark lady. Oh, dang, she is a butt shark lady. I'm busting out of here. Where to now? This time to safer shores, I promise. We're going to visit an old friend, Luprand. He's the steward of a man named Leatherby, a collector of rare artifacts. So he may have come across those seeking the coins, or if we're fortunate, he may have procured one already. Why are you up so late anyway? There's a lot to think over. My mind's just letting me sleepy. It's been an odd day, hasn't it? Yes, it certainly has. But the coin isn't really what's bothering me. Mila, I don't want to add to your burdens. Morgana is the first mate, so I usually confer with her. But given everything she's been through lately, I feel you're the right person to talk about this. What's on your mind, or talk to Morgana, not me? Yeah, we got a shark lady now. Rip shark lady. Ooh. Ooh. So, just so, obviously there's been a little bit of differences. So, Liko is dead, if you don't recall. So, basically we were attacked by Rauriki's ship, and he blew our bottom hull out, and it ended up killing Liko. And there wasn't really anything we could do to prevent that, it seemed, no matter which way we went. But yeah, so for now what we're going to do is we're going to play this one to the very end. I think I'm about halfway through. So, like, I think we can play the other half, and then we'll go back to doing our voting next time. And I'll add 2 new games to the thing, to our list of games to play. Clearly Morgana's occupied, okay. Tell me, what's on your mind?
There's a twisted irony at work here. We spent the day trying to excuse Morgana's thievery, saying the Dread Pirates are something more than criminals. And yet we had to steal, once again. Mila, when we first met, I told you we weren't real pirates. But from your perspective, well, given all that's happened since you came aboard, what do you think we are?
Are we pirates? It doesn't feel like an interesting question to me. It doesn't? What question intrigues you, then? Why is your crew loyal to you, Darius? Is it because you've promised to be better, nobler, and more honest than anyone else? No, I suppose not. You saved my life, Darius. You probably saved Morgana's life, too. A life debt, then, is that it?
It's much more than that. Your quest has become our quest. I was merely a merchant. Morgana was just another pirate. Tam was bored and aimless. But now, we have something bigger than ourselves to believe in. Like you said, this crew is my family now.
Not to blow this emotional moment, but you forgot, Liko. R.I.P. Liko is, he was kind of shy, but now he's dead. Right? It's like, ooh. Darius? Darius always had a deeper voice. It might be like don't notice different audio cues with the headphones on, so maybe it's going to cause a more sharper audio quality, which is why I think I'll probably wear these from now on, because I play this in a different room than I do my my reviews in.
Right or wrong, I'll always stand with you, Darius.
And Liko was short, and so was his life. Oh. Dang, that's some cut rib right there. Wow. Hey, Mila. Where do you think you're going? I was just... You know, I never liked you, and last night I saw you and the captain chatting away like best pals. Well, I just needed to remind you of your place around here. I'm the first mate, you know, not you. Did you really just want to bully me about rank? Of course not. I wanted to bully you about blowing my trial. Yeah, I agree. What? What kind of strategy was that? Darius could have thought up something better in his sleep. So did I, to be honest. Hell, I could have done better myself, and I'm no talker. Hey, I was trying my best. I know, Mila. I'm pretty sure you're good at sizing up people, so it's not easy for me to admit I'm wrong. But I owe you my life, and I'm glad you're on my side. And it's not all that bad, you know? I can haul an anchor with the one hand. They're the lasers! I just want sharks with freaking laser beams attached to their heads. And I can't wait until the next time I smash Brock's face with the chair. His skull will come flying across the room. That's good to hear, I guess. And just wait until Rariki sees me. He'll wet his pants for sure. I always wanted to slit the throat and feed him to the sharks. Well, now... I get it, Morgana. She's gonna vor him! She's gonna vor Rariki! Oh no, poor Rariki! Those coins work in strange and mysterious ways, huh? Speaking of that, next time you get the theory about the coins, feel free to talk to me about them too. I mean, you know me. We know what it's like to be changed by him, you know? Darius only knows about it secondhand. Of course. And anything else you want to chat about, you got my permission to bring that up too. Your permission? Hey, shut up. I'm new at being nice. Clearly. We've reached landfall. Let's drop anchor. We've quite a walk away from the harbor. Or we're quite a walk away from the harbor. We're not docking in the harbor. I'm not risking anyone mistaking us for Rariki again. We're docking near the woods, and we're taking our coins with us, just in case. Oh dear, more would-be guests. Whoever or whatever you're looking for. I have a business with your master, Leprand. Leprand may be a steward for this manor, but he doesn't entertain guests except on business, and you don't have any business with him. Actually, we do. We're looking for some rare coins. You're not getting it, are you? You don't have any business with him. Leave. Immediately. I'm an old friend of his, and I'm sure he'll be more than perturbed if you... Listen to me, you have to...
Is everything quite alright out here? I heard shouting.
Darius, is that you? It's been 20 years, if it's been a day. Hello, old friend. Come in, though. If I may ask, could your friends remain outside? We're the Dread Pirates, and we... I'm sorry, I must insist. There is a matter of much delicacy I must speak with you about. Alone. Crew, remain outside. This shouldn't be long. In the meantime, Morgana will be in charge. Me in charge of Mila and Tam Tam? I can't wait. Morgana, I expect you to display some magnanimousness about this. That's a $5 word. Holy cow. I'll sure show them. Meg. It seems to be gracious. It means to be gracious and humble. I know what it means. And don't you worry, Darius. I can be gracious and humble all day long. Of course you can, Morgana. I'll see you soon. I'll keep the crew company, sir. We'll do no such thing. This here is my old friend Darius. Go to the wine cellar and fetch us a bottle. Wine sounds lovely. Magnanimousness. Magnamise. Grauerke will corrupt himself, yeah. Should one of us return to the ship just to keep an eye on it? Why bother? Who would steal from that old clunker? Damn, Rocky. Those cannons cut through us like a hot knife through butter. I'd give my right arm to have the pirate's fate back. Me too, does that mean? Magnanimousness. Doesn't look like we're seeing the scene. I wonder if he's going to transform while he's in there, because obviously that guy has a coin in there. And, so I wonder what Darius is going to transform into. So what are your bets, guys? What do you think Darius will transform into? I gotta make a guess while you guys are voting on this for Me Too or Does That Mean? Yeah, right? It's like... That does seem to be leading to something, right? Alright, we'll do that, but... I think Darius will be a... I think he'll be... Not a werewolf, but like a... I wonder if he'll be like a ferret. Yeah, he'll be a ferret. Or maybe a kangaroo. If he's a kangaroo, then I'm just gonna like... I'll end the stream and freak out. I don't know, man. If we had our ship, If you had our ship, think we could have defeated Rourke? Damn right we could have. We would have. That means... Liko's death. It's my fault, isn't it? It's all my fault. So, okay. That's actually... Ooh. 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 Mwah. Oh, that's so... So, what she's saying here, and this is great because it ties us back. That first decision, we know the other two paths. One path, Morgana dies. The other path, Darius dies. And I was like, oh, nobody died. This was the optimal path. But it was a delay. Liko was fated to die as soon as I took that path. He just didn't die immediately. That's very clever. Because I was like, maybe Liko's going to die or someone's going to die. It's like, well, I died. It's like, oh, no one died. Yay. And that's like Liko died, but it wasn't like immediately. So that's pretty cool. Hey, Golden Bonnie. A lion. A lion? That's not a bad idea. Oh, darling, please. We don't need to see you engaged in self-flagellation. Tam Tam. Mila's not my favorite person in the world, but even I know she'd never do that out in public. No, I mean it. I was the one that gave away our ship. And with that, our edge in combat. There's no way to deny it. I'm responsible. You disobeyed orders. Didn't you expect there would be consequences? Even people who follow orders die out there. It goes with the territory. Both you and Liko were merchants before coming on board, right? That's right. I'm sure Liko would have jumped at the chance to live to be 100. Move spices around the same safe territory route over and over again. What are you saying? I guess I'll speak slower, darling. As far as I see it, drudgery and meaninglessness is a fate worse than death. You did Liko a favor. But how many other people will Rauruki kill before we can stop him? How many will have to die for my mistake? How can I sleep at night knowing this? You think you have trouble sleeping? How many people do you think I killed before I joined up with Darius? You were a heartless killer before coming on board? I'm shocked. I thought for sure you would have been a purveyor of artisan soap cakes.
Shut it! Mila, you feel bad because your actions got Liko killed. But what if you'd shoved a dagger into his back? Or forced him to walk the plank? By the time I joined Darius, I'd lost track of the people who have died at my hands. Some for good reasons, some for...
Yeah, so we're playing the third go-around. And yeah, Liko died when, we basically got the pirates, we got Rauruki's ship, and they took the pirates' fate, and so we got into combat, and, like, the pirates' fate kicked our butt, and Liko died in that attack. Yeah, I know, right? It's like it's a visual novella. You have to, you have to be caught up with it. But luckily, this is going to be the last episode of it, for sure. Because we'll play this one to the end, and then we'll go back to Of Mice and Sands for the votes next time.
Oh God, really?
Yes, really. But I'm sleeping just fine. Thank you very much.
How?
The coins, Mila.
Oh, you can't
It's
see the dialogue
coins.
box. Really? Oh. Well, you should have told me that, like, a long time ago. Hold on. Let me adjust this thing. Luckily, I've been reading it for you. I'm sorry to all the people who don't have good hearing in the audience. Is it... Did I do it? Okay, I did do it. Wow, that's a big lag, too. Did I, like... Oh, well, somebody else should have told me. There was some audio issues earlier, too. Like, this night's been fun. Mostly, like, I had audio issues, so I had to reset, and then I had, you know, this, and then I had that. And Google, and basically YouTube right now is saying 3 people are watching, so, and there's 3 people in the chat room, and I'm a person, so there should be 4 people watching, so YouTube's being silly. YouTube. Anyways.
So you're saying the coins cure insomnia?
No, you fool! Once Darius explained the mission to me, I knew everything we did was justified. When we succeed, we'll bring more light into the world than all the death and destruction I could have done in 1,000 lifetimes.
That's certainly impressive. So what you're saying is, I don't have to feel guilty because the ends justify the means? Something like that. If only we were stealing regular gold, we might be able to upgrade our ship to something a little nicer. Like that ship we just pulled into the harbor. She's a beauty, isn't she? I don't believe it. It's our ship. The Pirate's Fate. We've got to get the captain. What do you want? You coming at an inopportune time, you know. Luprand, what's gotten into you? I'm sure my crew wouldn't be knocking quite so ferociously if it wasn't serious. Captain, look. The pirate's fate. Rauki is coming in from the east. That means his line of sight doesn't hit... Wait. That means his line of sight doesn't hit where we're moored on the coast. Darius, if I may borrow you one moment of your... Not now, Luprand. So Rauki doesn't know we're here. This gives us the element of surprise. Let's ambush him. Wait. What? Captain, this is our chance. We've got to strike now. I don't want to risk direct confrontation. And I don't want to risk letting the bastard get away. Just listen. Rauki's looking for a coin. That trail will lead him straight to this door. And we've got to let him walk, and we're going to let him walk right in. What? Trust me, Morgana. If he steps inside that house, he's not coming out. Captain? I'll explain later. Right now, we've got to find better cover. I thought we weren't ambushing Rauki. We're not. We're after something far more important than revenge. We're retaking our ship. Now here's the plan. Smash that like button, then subscribe. Waka waka. Whoa. Huh? Check his pockets. Found a coin. Where's Rauki going next, huh, Brock?
Nice to see you again too, Morgie.
Okay, this is the first time we heard Brock's voice. That's not fair. That's not fair. I gave him a voice like 3 or 4 times. Alright? No, I'm sticking with the voice I gave him. Shut up, game. You didn't say a thing. I didn't hear that. And he just did it for 1 line, too. What's the point of that? You broke the magic, game. Tell me now or I'll slit your throat. Fine, fine. We were heading to Queen Nakata's Bay after this. You're telling me Rauki would take his ship right next door to the most powerful pirate hunter on the planet? Do you think I'm a fool? Of course. But that doesn't mean I'm lying, right? Rauki wanted us to challenge the Queen's Navy? Wait, Rauki wanted to challenge the Queen's Navy with such a small crew? I said I'd let you know where we're going. I don't remember saying anything. I'd tell you where we're going there, why we're going there. If you want more information, well, I'll be happy to negotiate. What ambition this man has. Ambition? He stole our ship. He killed Liko. And now he wants to negotiate with us? No, it's time for some revenge. Morgana. Don't try and stop me. He must pay. Forgive Brock or condemn Brock. She got thick from pie. So what happened with that Nova is that so now I know where you stopped watching. After I had gone down the path where Morgana had eaten a lot of pies and became fat, I actually went back to the other path that we had originally chosen, where Morgana didn't transform and it was just like a regular, person, and then went back to the trial part, and that's where I ended the episode. Unfortunately, on both paths, Liko ended up dying. So, and that's sort of what happened too. Like we found out Liko died. We went back. She ate the pie, and then Liko died anyway. And so, it was like, okay. So I thought we could save Liko. So we got condemn. Well, Ganovo's saying condemn, and then we got forgive. Okay. Morgana, wait. We've got to show him mercy. Yeah, you should listen to her. Where was mercy when Liko needed it? He doesn't deserve our mercy. Where would we be right now if Darius hadn't shown you mercy? Had you done anything to deserve it from him? What's that got to do with it? It's not about who he is or if he deserves it. It's about who we are. I believe in the good in people. I believe in second chances. After what's happened in your life, shouldn't you? When Darius offered me a second chance, I thought he had a soft heart. But I'd never kill anybody that Darius cared about. Giving a second chance to Brock, after what he did? Mila, you're talking soft-hearted at a whole new level. Am I supposed to be ashamed for having a soft heart? I'm proud of it. I won't bother you again. I'll just tell you how to get into the castle. I'm listening, Brock. Captain, don't do it. It's a trick. He'll have us talking. He'll tell us about some secret passageway, and Rauki will be waiting at the end to stab us in the back. It's nothing like that. The Queen wants these coins. We figured we'd attack the merchants, bringing the coins to her. She's expecting merchants to bring them to her? Fantastic! We can pose as one of the merchants to get into the castle. An excellent idea. Great. Glad you've all got it worked out then. I kept up my end of the bargain. We should let him go. No, he'll warn Rauki. Trust me, this isn't going to be a problem. Yeah, I'm not a rat. I know you aren't, or at least you don't want to be. I know you have goodness inside of you. Get up, Brock. Oh, he's going to turn him into a rat. Really? Oh, no, wait. She's transforming. Wait, now she's larger? Why? Oh, no, she changed back into the diplomat lady. It came full circle. We're back to the diplomat lady. Welcome back, old diplomat lady. Mila, stop hugging him. Sound advice from where I stand. Mila, look down. Oh my. Well, I'm sure the coins are just proving the mercy we showed Brock. They certainly have a funny way of showing it, don't they? Showing mercy to Brock? You've all gone nuts. What's next? Are we going to show mercy to Rauki and to the rest of his crew next? Rauki and the rest of his crew are almost certainly dead. Rauki and the rest of his crew are almost certainly dead, Morgana. They are? You're joking, right? My friend Luprand informed me, in a manner of speaking, of the situation in his house. Turns out the place is haunted after all. You sent them into the haunted house? Oh, yes! I told you to trust me, didn't I? Well, I know Rauki. He's never so stupid to mess with a haunted house. I guess that means you're both stupid. What? Rauki and Mari walked into the house. They did? Yes. Darius, you took Morgana in, didn't you? One of the best decisions I ever made. Well then, I'm sure you got room for one more, don't you? Of course we do. Come here and give me another hug. Oh, Mila, you are such a hippie. Brock is now part of the crew. Isn't that interesting? And Rauki died again. Take a drink, Rauki died. It's like a drinking game. Every path, Rauki dies. Just how he ends up dying is completely different, which is great. Mila, I don't know if your waistline can survive that. Nobody's gonna survive that. Captain, tell me there's no way this is gonna happen. Why not? You changed your ways, why can't he? I'm telling you, he can't be trusted. Isn't that what you said about Tam Tam? As far as I'm concerned, the jury's still out on that one. You're the one talking about verdicts, Morgana. I say let Brock stay. The more the merrier. And he's not that bad to look at either. 3 against 1, Morgana. I guess you lose. Why you? Brock, if you want to stay on my ship, you best abide by my rules. And I imagine they're very different from what you're used to. We have a chain of command, and Morgana is my first mate. That's right. Unless the captain says otherwise, you obey my orders. Got it? Put one toe out of line, and I'll pick you up to barnacles and haul you off the hull with your beak. Picking barnacles off the hull with your beak. And Morgana, please avoid antagonizing him. I never do anything like that with him. Morgana, the word means pissing someone off. You're damn right I'm pissed off. I'm sure you two will get to know each other a little better. I served with him for years, you idiot. I hate that man. Look, Morgana, I understand why you think you hate him. I really do. But how can you know for sure what a person is that how can you know for sure that person you hate already really exists? What, are you trying to argue that Brock's imaginary? I think, therefore I'm not. Or am I? Maybe I only think I'm thinking.
Back on that ship, Brock just did what he had to do to survive. As did you, Morgana. You became the pirates that Rocky needed you to be. But now that Brock's here, he'll have an entirely new set of pressures, rewards, and incentives. Not to mention a new leader to follow.
Every time my character transforms, take a drink. Well, that's actually not a terrible drinking game, because it's like you'll probably have like 3 drinks at most per stream.
Before you know it, he might transform into an entirely different kind of person.
You mean like what happened to Milo over here? That's not the kind of transformation I meant, but all things considered, yes, that's certainly possible as well. Uh-oh. Don't worry, Brock, it doesn't matter to me what you look like. Really? Yeah, because no matter what you turn into, or what you try to do to impress Darius, you're always scum in my eyes. Tam Tam, let's chart a course for Kittering Castle. We've got a queen to see. Hopefully she'll explain the mysteries of the Shape What You Were coins. We never talked about the Shape What You Were coins in this thread. Brock, you don't know anything about them, do you? Shape what you what now? You really think you're gonna fool the queen? The woman eats pirates for breakfast? The woman who eats pirates for breakfast? If she sees through our ruse, then I'll try to get her to listen or reason to help us with our mission. So we asked her to trust us, after she finds out we tried to trick her. I see your point, Tam Tam. Forget actually meeting with her. While the queen's waiting for us to show up, we storm her room and steal the coins. She'll know something's up if we're a no-show. Then the rest of you can go to your meeting. Drag things out as long as you can, and I'll steal the coin myself while you keep her busy. Are you sure, Morgana? That could be quite dangerous. When was the last time I was scared? Well, this time years ago. There was a little spider inside a bottle of... Shut up, Brock. She hates spiders. I'm dreadfully sorry, but the Queen's just too busy to see any old merchants right now. But this is urgent. We have vital information regarding the coins. You and how many others? Darius, this isn't going to work. Let's just go... My, that's a lovely dress you've got on. Oh, where did you get it? I don't mean to pry. It's just that, well, for us larger ladies, it can be quite difficult to find a place that stocks larger sizes. Actually, I didn't buy him in a store. I transformed into... Transformed? That means you know about those coins. They touched me too. Go right ahead and see the queen. Yeah, give Brock a coin and turn to Captain Obvious. Who are you lot, pretending to be merchants of some sort? Begging your pardon, your highness, pretending to be... Feel free to drop your futile little attempt at a farce. One of you, the parrot, has given the game away. There's a wanted poster for you and your friends, and there's nothing I would love better than hanging pirates in the town square. What would you say if he came and said... What would you say if we told you we come to turn him in? Wait, what? Morgana must have talked you into this, didn't she? We're not turning anyone in. Our crew is like our family. My queen, we may be pirates, but you have to hear us out. I have to? May I remind you, my dear, that you're speaking with the queen. If you want to continue to breathe air on this earth, you'll do exactly what I tell you. What do you want from us? You will help me use the coins to protect my throne. How precisely does one use the shape what you were coins? Well, shape what you were, you said. Rocky used them all the time. He did? Is it easy? You kidding? Totally easy. Almost too easy, you know what I mean. Not at all. Hence the need for this pedantic conversation. Oh, what? How does shape what you were work? Well, you shape what you were. That's fairly obvious. I meant, can it work on someone else? Can you reshape the past of another? Oh, yeah, totally. Need I remind you that I'm looking for details here? What is the experience like? Well, ever hear someone drone on and on and on about some stupid story you care less about? It's like that, but up close and personal. It's like talking to a boring person. It's like you get to walk through their memories, live out what their lives, you know? But you shape and change whatever you want. They say, oh no, that's not how it happened. I loved my favorite grandpa. I never tried to steal from him. That's their voice in your head. Well, I guess to them, you're in their head. Anyway, you make them steal their grandpa's purse, and their grandpa stopped loving them. And so they grew up, and they never told you that boring story about their favorite grandpa. So you never thought to use Shape What You Were on them, so it never happened. Which means that it did. Aha. Now I'm getting a headache. So am I! How could this possibly be the process you described not a moment ago as easy? Well, Rocky made it look easy. He got in a lot of practice. He did? Yeah, I mean, how do you think he got such an amazing crew of pirates? We all got kicked out of our homes for stealing from our grandpas, that's why. I failed to see the connection, but no matter. Does activating the coins require any verbal instructions? Yeah, quantum leap. Maybe next leap will be the leap home. Do 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 do. No, but if you want to, if we want to use shape what you were, you gotta have the red crystals. Red crystals? It's the first time I'm hearing about those. Same here. Are you too serious? I've never used shape what you were, but even I know know about the red crystals. What do they do? What don't they do? Why, they're just the most important things about shape what you were, you see. They stop you from getting stuck in the past. If you don't have a magic crystal to get home, you'll be stuck living out someone's boring stories over and over again. It is Quantum Leap! Holy cow! Somebody nailed it. Who Canovo. Great job, man. Holy cow. How dreadful. Has this actually happened to anyone? Oh, yeah. Sad story there. I have this crewmate. Well, I had this crewmate. Darius, can I go shopping for some new shoes? Of course, my dear. Your Highness, I'm sure we've taken up more than enough of your valuable time. You lot be sure to stay in town. I've got to reach out to some of my sources about these red crystals. Whatever you do, do not under any circumstances speak to my sister about any of this. Understand? Of course, Your Highness. Ziggy says, dang it, Ziggy. Alright. Looks like we've safely cleared the harbor undetected. How'd you get those coins, Morgana? How'd you get those coins, Morgana? It was easy. I just climbed up the tower, smashed the window, then tied a rope around the edge of the parapet, and then... Good, Morgana. Brock, you want to tell me exactly what's going on back there? Why didn't you tell us anything you knew about Shape What You Were, earlier? Everything I knew? You can't be serious, boss. I made that all up. Come on, Darius. It's not like he was being obvious about it or anything. But why? I was just following orders. I never gave you orders to lie to the Queen. No, but Morgana did. What? Brock, have you lost your mind? Didn't you say drag things out as long as you can and I'll steal the coins myself while you keep her busy? Things were getting hot, so I just tried to say whatever I thought would stop her from sticking our necks in a noose. That's brilliant. Congratulations, Brock, on a very successful con. Yay! QueenCon 2019. Very successful. Only 10 people attended, but we're good. Successful? He just ran his mouth while I was the one that did all the work. Brock saved our lives, or Morgana deserves the credit? I don't know, man. Like, come on. They're making us choose between the two. So are we going to go with Morgana, or are we going to go with Brock? I am liking Brock's character a little bit. He's a very interesting character. I'm surprised they didn't like when they did the voice part of him, and that's kind of why they did the voice of him, I think, because they knew he was going to be part of the crew at this point. But like, he should have like had a larger line sample size to kind of go through. Golden Bonnie says Brock. Morgana did stuff, but she did it off screen, man. I could only see Brock's work. I can't really attest to how good Morgana did. I mean, maybe she was like dead obvious about it, and the Queen's gonna see her room all smashed up to pieces. We don't know. Morgana, you weren't there, but the Queen really was ready to kill us. She asked us a question we couldn't possibly answer. While you were stealing the coin, Brock's tall tale managed to capture her attention. He's proved himself a loyal and valuable member of our crew. Damn right. He's only proving how stupid you all are. Brock, I never got a chance to properly give you a tour of the ship. Let me tell you what we're all about. You see, we're not really pirates.
Come on, Morgana, give him a break. He followed your orders. He saved our lives. What do you want him to do? Part the seas for us?
That man is one of Liko's murderers. I'll never forgive him.
I seem to forget how much you loved Liko.
What's that supposed to mean?
Isn't it a bit odd you show him more loyalty after he's dead than when he was alive? Meanwhile, Mila, Brock, and I have all risked our lives for this crew, and we still don't have your trust. Maybe you just can't let anyone else on this ship be the apple of the captain's eye.
How dare you? Everyone, tempers are rising. Maybe we should all pause before we say something we might regret. Both of you. Listen here and you listen good. I know Brock better than any of you, and I promise he's going to stab us in the back the first chance he gets. And Tam Tam, you two-bit liar, don't ever second-guess me again, if you know what's good for you.
Fine, fine, I promise this is the last time I'll ever bother you.
Mila, could you join me in the quarters for a moment? This ship is certainly becoming worryingly adversarial, isn't it? That's one way to look at it. Is there another?
Captain, this isn't just a great challenge. It's a great opportunity. What better
Says
way
the
to show
diplomat.
leadership than by leading so many people who can't get along? What better way is there to prove we're the ones who should change the world? Of course, it's not going to be easy, but I know there is goodness inside every person here. I know, given the right amount of time, patience, and love, we'll all want to get along. We'll all want to be a family.
Thank you, Mila. That's a beautiful vision for us, and I sincerely hope it's within our grasp.
I know it is, Captain.
Tam Tam, I should have thrown you overboard when we had a chance.
Oh, please, if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't have made it this far in the first place.
Say that again and I'll cut you. What the hell is going on out here? Why are the two of you at each other's throats all of a sudden?
That bloody thief stole my... Oh, calling me a thief! What, are you a caretaker at an orphanage? What? We're the Dread Pirates, aren't we?
As I was trying to explain to Brock, we're not really pirates, we're...
Treasure hunters, I know, and I was hunting me some treasure.
I don't want to hear excuses. We're not thieves. Just give Morgana back what's hers and let's put an end to this.
Put an end to this? You mean you're going to let her get away with... I'll return it to her, right after we turn this ship around and we give the Queen back her coins.
What are you talking about?
You keep saying we aren't thieves. What exactly did we do last night?
Tam Tam, we tried our best to get the coins honestly.
So because she had something we wanted and wouldn't give it up, we devised a little scheme to take it from her.
We can't steal from each other, or how else can a crew build trust? I think that you and I know that this is an especially sensitive time for that.
We haven't had any trust in the first place. Morgana, your little princess, told me herself. She said she suspected I was the thief right from the start.
I was right, wasn't I?
If I'm going to be treated like a thief, why shouldn't I act like one?
Enough. You two have to learn to get along. We all do. We're docking near a rare merchant shop soon. The Queen's belongings contained a bill of sale from this place. I just know it has something to do with the coins. Morgana, I want you to go and take Tam Tam with you. Tam Tam, while you're there, Morgana is in charge and you're to follow her orders. That's a bad idea. Welcome to hell. Mila, go with them to make sure they don't kill each other. I was about to say, I'll stay here with Brock. He might need to hear my explanation about the coins a second time. Oh, hi there! Oh gosh, it's these two. We haven't seen these two in a long time. That was like the first thread. I remember these two. Let me save the game for first off, because I haven't saved it in a while. Oh, hi there! Welcome, one, welcome all to Sherry and Thrian's Love Imperium. We have everything you could want to your most intimidating needs. Your what now? We sell trinkets to fill the hole in the heart. Aw, how cute they are. How pointless. We're obviously in the wrong place. Let's go. Oh yes, this is where Tam Tam gets transformed. I wonder if she's going to transform to that same character that we had the first time. A little window shopping will just kill us, won't it? It just might if you keep pushing me. She's so grumpy. She's so grumpy. Maybe she's beyond her ability to help. I'm sure she's just acting reprehensive because she's so shy at heart. Cupid just needs a helping hand sometimes, lady. There's no shame in that. Cupid can mind his business, thank you very much. Ah, being shot in the heart with an arrow. What could be more romantic? Well, it's a legend that has roots in... Cheryl trying to get a solid grasp of her voice. A history lesson? Okay, that's it. We're leaving now. As in, right now. Wait, we came looking for some enchanted coins. Hey, Tony, what's up? Well, of course. The wizard didn't conjugate them from nothing, you know. The wizard? See, Morgana, we're in the right place after all. You sure are. I know love will be in the air soon. Give us the coins and no one gets hurt. But we haven't had a chance to give you a talisman or admonish one of their love questionnaires yet. We're not on some pleasure cruise. We're the Dread Pirates. We're not going to take anything from a couple of lovesick merchants. We're not just merchants. We're matchmakers, love gurus, romantic innovators, whatever that means. What could be better than a world in love, right? Sounds dreamy. And here I thought being a pirate would be fun. Do you two have an opening? Please say you've got more than one. I'd love more than nothing to leave these two idiots here. Sorry, team of two over here. Now, how exactly are you using these coins to do whatever it is you do? You know, it took us quite a while to contemporize and figure them out. But it turns out there was a clue written on the coins all along. Become what you seek. The coins amplify, among other things, desires, normally your own. But how is that going to help your love life? Maybe if you're in love with your own refraction, we've managed to carry the desires in others into talismans, so
You can become the perfect fit for your ideal partner. Combined with our coin, love will be in the air before you know it.
So you use the coins to give people, what, an extreme makeover? What a waste. If it makes people feel better about themselves, what's the harm?
Well said. You know, I'm getting a thought. What about that dragon egg? Perfect, I'll go get it from the back. You should come with me, and I don't want to spend another second away from your beautiful face.
And I don't want to extrapolate myself from your beautiful, well, you know. Oh my. Tarius told us to get the coins. Why are you two wasting the time chatting them up? I say we follow them back in the back and jump them right now.
Then let's knock out everyone else who might help us. But in the case you haven't noticed, Morgana, we don't know everything there is to know about these coins. Is it a crime to finesse a little information about them first?
And they're cute in their way, aren't they? No, they're not. Constantly talking about love like that's the greatest thing on earth.
Remind me, what's better again?
Respect, trust, duty. To name just 3. We're risking our lives still looking for these coins, and I'm supposed to be worried about love?
It's because life's so fragile that every moment is so precious, darling.
Morgana is right or Tam Tam is right? I'm gonna save it. But I'm pretty sure you guys there's an obvious like choice here. You know what's funny though? It's like Morgana changing into a buffer character has really just like amplified her like I don't know how to say it in a colloquially nice way. Her angerness, her jerkishness. We have one Morgana, one Tam Tam. One potion number 8. Wait, what? Of course the fox, as soon as the fox walks in the room, he's talking about what he's putting in his throat. Come on, man. How are you doing, Strangelove? So Tam Tam is right or Morgana's right. And this isn't like Morgana saying jump them and the other one saying being finesse. I'm thinking this is more about philosophy. So Morgana saying that duty is more important than love, and Tam Tam is saying that love is the most important thing. So we have one for each. So basically, whoever votes for one or the other will decide the fate here. It's a tango. Morticia, that's French. Alright. So, Morgana or Tam Tam. So, Golden, I don't know if that's a vote for one or the other. Tam Tam's right. So you're saying Tam Tam's right. So, okay, we'll do Tam Tam then. I think this couple just has the right idea for these coins. Trying to make the world fall in love. How delightful. Love it isn't always delightful and easy, you know. Cersei wanted us to use the coins to destroy people's minds. Trento wanted us to make addictive food. Compared to them, these people are saints. So we've seen worse. That's your case? Mila, no wonder you lost my trial. Sorry about the delay, folks. Not to worry. We've got exactly the talisman to put love in the air. We've just been having a friendly debate over who to give it to. We don't want any stupid trinkets. We're not taking anything except the coins. Let's at least hear them out, Morgana. I think something's in the way, and that's why we're going to give love a helping hand. Morgana, we considered an item for you, but after some discussion, Tam, we've both decided that this love talisman would be best placed in your hands. Let's just get the coin and go, Tam. Can't I enjoy my moment a little? It's just what you need, Tam. Here, take it. Okay, so this is the character that she became in the first one. What happened? What do you think? We reshaped you to be lucky in love. Lucky in love? I really doubt that, but damn, I certainly feel lonely and empty so often that I'm tempted to get my hopes up. Tam, is that true? I mean, I thought you were just trying to help me look pretty. Oh, you're very pretty. But according to you, maybe according to you, but I'll get a lot less attention from other people. And I really like getting attention. Tam, did you just break your sarcasm bone or something? There's another little side effect here. The dragon who donated that egg was brutally honest, always. You're telling me I have to be honest all the time? I never want to be honest with people. Oh, damn, I'm already doing it. Morgana, let's just get the coin and go, okay? You can't take that. How do you expect us to help people without giving people advice, creating a safe space to talk about their problems? We'll go broke. We might as well declare bankruptcy right now. I don't care what you do. We're the Dread Pirates, and we don't take no for an answer. You're tempted to say something. Yeah, like that was sort of your guys' reaction the first time too. I want to do something really quick though. Let me save. And I'm curious because I think what happened back there is if we made the decision the other way, I think what would have happened is that, let's go back, let's load. I think they would have given it to, right here. So if we chose, this is like the game of Clue. Morgana is right. It's more important that we stay true to ourselves, our crewmates, and our mission than it is to worry about when we get a happily ever after. Love will come when it comes. It shouldn't matter or be worried or fussed over, and it shouldn't be hurried along. Thank you, Mila. What's romantic about forcing things like this? Two people who wait to see about love are two people who grow old alone. When they might have been so happy together, if one or them has hurried up with their courage. Too close to home, Tam. Shush. Sorry about the delay, folks. Not to worry, we've got exactly the talisman to put love in the air. We've just been having a friendly debate over who to give it to. We don't need stupid trinkets. Let's hear them out. Either way, let's get a hand. Morgana, we can say. Okay, so it's both. Yeah, one actually didn't impact anything. So let me... Oh, wait! Hold on a second. Oh, wait! Hold on! No, it did, in fact. Whoa! Go back. I was like, oh, I made an assumption there. Hold on. Something did change. And dude, she became a freaking dragon! Like, I think we want to choose this path, don't we? Let's go back. It's a baguette. Oh, ho, ho, it's a baguette. Back to the love music. Yes. So let's go with Morgana. Alright, so let's slow down a little bit. Because I thought it was like Tam Tam. Okay, so they must try to give it to Tam Tam and Morgana somehow ends up with it. Yeah, dragons. It must be she became the maler version of the dragon, and the other one's like really ladylike. Wow, it's so pretty. You're so lucky, Tam Tam. You're going to find true love. Just her, huh? Why not me? Nobody mentioned my name, is that it? Not necessarily, my dear. We just think this particular artifact would be well suited to Tam Tam's needs. Yeah, Morgana. Buzz off and get your own, why don't you? Why get my own when I can get yours? Ah, okay. Damn, I look amazing. What have you done? I was hunting me some treasure. Sound familiar, Tam Tam? That was supposed to go to Tom Tom. We called it the egg of honesty. We call it the egg of honesty. Are you calling me a liar? Well, I am. You're a liar, Tam Tam. Hey, I said it after touching that honest egg. That must mean it's true, right? It doesn't work that way. It lets you share whatever's in their heart more easily. Morgana, you hardly seem like you need help in that department. Whatever. We're getting the coin and we're leaving. You can't take that. How do you expect us to get people advice, blah blah blah? We'll go broke and declare bankruptcy. I don't care what you do. Where's your advice? Don't take no for an answer. Alright, so I'll let you guys decide. Which one should we let go? Tam Tam being more open and honest, or should we let Morgana be like the Swaze dragon lady? Because unfortunately, like there's obviously aesthetically I prefer Morgana this way, and I don't like what they ended up doing with Tam Tam there, just as a personal, just as an aesthetic preference. I like the crew aesthetically now, except for maybe I liked Mila how she was before. But like as far as like the psychological profile, like I think Tam Tam being more open and honest instead of like being sassy and sort of deceptive would help certain things, but you like Tam Tam sarcasm, okay. Too much of a personality change, I guess, right? Alright, everyone seems to be on board with the Morgana thing. We might have, I don't know if we're gonna have time to come back down the road though, so we gotta make a decision and stick with it, man. Plus, like, I haven't had a Morgana like this before. I did have the other one like this, so how did things... Amazing. I never felt so alive. I assume a more thorough explanation is forthcoming. She stole my dragon egg. Oh, you're one to complain after the speech you gave me this morning. In any event, now that we have what we came for, we're moving out. Morgana, could you help? Rig the sails? I'd love to. I can't wait to see how this feels with this body. Fly, baby, fly. Whoa. Hope there's no Morgana up there. Keep hoping, darling. I'm going to raise the anchor. So, Mila, are you going to be the one to tell us the full story, what happened and how? Yes, I'll fill you in, or why isn't important. So, do you want to tell Darius what happened, or do we want to obfuscate the information? Alright, fill it in. The merchants were matchmakers. They thought they could spark some kind of romance by giving Tam Tam that egg. But did they want her to sit on it? I'm confused as well. Did they think turning her into a dragon would make her more appealing to some member of the crew? Possibly. But what they said was they were using traits of other people in their love talismans. In this case, they said the dragon's egg they'd borrowed was particularly honest. Maybe they thought that would help Tam Tam. But the honesty egg was used by Morgana instead? Morgana? Being forced to be honest? What a waste was that. Morgana always said what was on her mind. She certainly gives off that impression, yes. What's that supposed to mean? Nothing. Forget I said anything. Already forgotten. Wait, what were we talking about? I'll go ask Tam Tam. We don't have any immediate leads on the coin, which is concerning to me. Is that a problem? Not under ordinary circumstances, but given the tension that's been building between certain members of the crew and Morgana. Well, I was just hoping to find a destination before we go stir crazy and someone gets hurt. I'll do what I can, Captain. So, Morgie, how does it feel to be a freak? Is that what you're gonna ask? No, I just meant a bat, a shark, a dragon. What are you gonna be next? A goat or something? I feel just fine. Better than fine. The only thing making me sick is your face. Get out of here. That's an order, Brock. Fine by me. You know what? Tam Tam's better company anyway. Morgana. What is it, Mila? You're gonna lecture me about how I should give Brock a break? We should all be one big happy family? Well, something like that, yeah. Maybe you think Tam Tam's more fun than me too, huh? Well, leave then. And if you go, I'll feel really lonely. I mean, damn Mila, I'm not going anywhere. We've got to talk about this. Morgana, even Darius is worried about you. He is? Yeah, he told me so. Fine, Mila, you win. What do you want to know? Well, why do you have to be so hard on Brock? You really think I was too tough? You told him his face made you sick. Yeah, I did. That's the truth then, right? I hadn't thought about it like that. I suppose it is, yeah. Why does he make you so upset? He's a bastard, that's why. He killed Leiko, he stole our ship. Are those the only reasons? No. I saw him do terrible things while we were serving together, Mila. Terrible things. But why can't he be given the chance to change his ways? You still don't get it, do you? All those terrible things Brock did? I did those things too. The reason why seeing his face makes me sick is because he reminds me of that time. The reason why I can't forgive him is because I can't forgive myself. But you've changed. Yeah, everyone says that, don't they? But have I? Have I really changed? Of course you have. We all respect and admire you.
Brock's a smoother talker than I am. Tam Tam's more popular than me. And you're getting closer and closer to Darius. He took your advice over mine about bringing on Brock. Now he's talking to you about how he's worried about me. It's like you're the first mate now in all but name. What do any of you need me for? Damn. I can't believe I'm even saying all of this out loud. You must think I'm a pathetic, whiny wretch, don't you?
Not at all, Morgana. This has been a difficult journey for all of us. Morgana, I know you're a good person at heart. And we all know how much you've done for this mission. Thanks, Mila. I really needed to hear that. You're welcome, or I'm interested in you. Well, ain't that interesting? Feels like a soap opera. It kind of is. It sort of is. We have one interested. I'm always a little worried. I think they keep it in good taste. I don't think this is an adult thing. So like basically it's just like a picture and that's it. And it's usually like a romantic picture. It's at least the ones that I've seen so far. So if it keeps in that taste, then it should be fine. If not, then I'll get demonetized or kicked off of YouTube or whatever. Oh well, it was fun while it lasted. She's totally interested. Okay, we have 2 people saying interested. This strange love is like, nope, nope. It's like the funniest thing is like this was put on Steam before they allowed AO games, so it's not the adult version of the game. Unfortunately, now that Steam does allow adult games, I really have to like. And this is the tricky part. This is like one of the trickiest parts about doing YouTube about furry games is that I like if it's a visual novel or anything, I really have to do some research first and go like, is there adult stuff in this? There's BitChute. Never heard of BitChute. I'm thinking about moving one thing to Twitch. It's not. I'll still do my Friday ones here because like I need the hours watched. Because when eventually I do reach 1,000 and I become monetized again, because I don't have enough to make money at all. Basically, I need the hours watched for these streams, and this does help the time watched. To bring that up to what's needed. I'm thinking about doing something for what's it called for Twitch but it won't be a furry game. It'll be something else. I'll go over that a little bit. So interested. Can I give you a hug? A hug? Why not? The coins for one. I don't want anything else to happen to you. The last time you gave someone a hug, well, we all know what happened. I'll risk it. But I don't want you to change anymore. I like who you are right now. I like you too, who you are too, Morgana. Why? Why do you care so much about me? I've never been nothing but mean to you from the start. You're not mean, Morgana. Every time you're grumpy or brusque, I can hear your heart aching. I know that you needed somebody to help you heal. How can you be so... If I were you, I'd hate me. I don't hate you, Morgana. I love you. Oh, Mila, I love you too. I'll take that hug now. I've got a better idea. I can't believe I'm saying this, but what could be better than a hug? Let's go someplace a little more private. You make me feel safe. I was about to say the same thing. I feel a lot less embarrassed having it said it first. Well, we're being honest. Let me ask you something. Did visiting that merchant shop give you any ideas? Come on, come out with it. What do you want me to say? That I've dreamt of being in love since I was a little girl? I wouldn't mind hearing that. Well then. See, as I said, like, tasteful nudity. Were you and Morgana having a little heart-to-heart? You could call it that. It's what I do. I can't tell you how pleased I am to hear that. You don't have to tell me about all the details if they're private. All I want to know was that if you were able to get through to her. I was hoping that you'd manage to communicate to her that nobody's judging her, that the crew is 100% behind her. I think she was 100% behind me, says Mila. Woo! Ah! Of course, Darius. You don't have to worry about a thing. So, Mila, I have to ask, what is it like? What is what like? You know very well what I'm talking about. I'd be a little more sure if you spelled it out for me.
You know what I mean, Mila. It's an odd place to be, having sought them for so long and somehow never falling under their sway. What is it like to see yourself transform?
Oh, okay. It's wonderful or it's unpredictable. So, because interestingly, Mila and Morgana have transformed twice apiece, and Darius and Tam Tam haven't been affected at all. We got one unpredictable. So yeah, what I was saying is that while you guys are voting, I was thinking of doing a Twitch stream. There is a game coming out that I want to make a dedicated Twitch channel to one particular game. And it's a game that I really enjoyed playing when it was on the Wii U, and I have a thing coming in the mail for, what's it called, a capture card for my Switch. So that's coming in the mail, and so basically what I'm going to be doing is I'll probably do like a Mario Maker Monday for Twitch, because I've done Mario Maker. I've really loved making Mario game levels since I was like in high school. I would do little ROM things, because I own the cartridge and stuff like that, so I could do little ROM things, and I did when I made my Mario Maker levels. I actually got YouTube, quote unquote, YouTube famous for it, because I had gotten there's a if you search the Forbidden Switch on YouTube, you'll see, and I have a video up about it on this channel about that level, and things like that. So I don't have it set up yet. I have to, and I don't have any video. I don't do streams there yet. So basically, the channel will be dedicated just to Mario Maker, and I'll do a Mario Maker Monday, and it'll be kind of a weekly thing that I do Monday evenings, because it'll give me something to do on Monday, and Twitch is actually a lot more monetary friendly too, and since I'm already known on the internet for my Mario Maker level, I think I'll have a different kind of audience than I do on this channel. Alright, so unpredictable. I'm not sure. When it happens, I know I could turn into anything, but you have to be brave, you know? It's a skill I developed over time. I think my thing is at Tantroo. I don't remember my exact name over there, but I haven't, obviously I don't know if I'm set up yet. I'll certainly make an announcement on my Twitter about it when I start doing it, and it'll probably be a Monday or two after Anthrocon, because unfortunately Mario Maker releases and then Anthrocon's right there, and Agretzko is coming out that very same month, season 2 of Agretzko, so I've got to watch that. It's gonna be a busy summer, man. Anyways, the coins say become what you seek on them. Well, maybe I'm just becoming the kind of person I was meant to be all along. We all are. We all? I don't want to sound self-indulgent, but what about me? Don't you see, Darius? You haven't had to change because you've been the man we needed right from the start. That's nice of you to say, Mila. Thanks for answering me. I know it was personal. Oh no. Anytime or I'm interested in you. I don't know. It happened to me, like, what I'm going to do is we're going to go over here. We're going to put that there. I'm going to let you guys decide. Are we interested in Darius, or are we just, like, cordial? Golden Buy's like, this happened the first time, guys. I remember what happened the first time. You guys don't remember what happened the first time, do you? So are we both saying interested now? No, she's not interested like that. Okay, so Ava says no. I'm gonna stop voting, lol. Okay, so Gunvolo is saying no interest. No interest in saying whether interested or not interested. Ganova's abstaining. Oh no, she's a yes you do? Oh, so you're saying interested. Is that what you're saying? So if you don't remember what happened, Mila became an angelic character. Like she had wings and she was very preachy. And I believe she was interested in Liko in her female form and Darius in his bear form, I believe. And we did interested in you both times. And then obviously in the follow-up conversation it came up that she was being a little thirsty, and like she kind of talked her way out of it, and it was kind of an interesting thing. Hi, David. Hey, David. My vote is anytime anything is lulls. No. So we have 2 no's. Oh, her vote is anytime. Oh, anytime. Got you. Her vote's anytime. Okay, so we have anytime. Okay. So we didn't go with Darius, and I kind of didn't feel like there was chemistry there either. Like it's. Oh, really, Tam Tam? We're gonna go this route now. How are you doing, Tam Tam? Well, I could use a little shoulder rub. I meant, you know, emotionally. I know you and Morgana have been going at each other's throats lately. Whatever gave you that idea? Morgana and I, why, we're the best of friends. So you're not sore at her for stealing that egg? Oh yeah, I'm so sorry. I wasn't the one transformed into a huge, compulsively honest, fire-breathing beast. You do have to admit, it's obvious why they intended it for you. Technically, I don't have to admit anything. Very funny. But really, I do want to hear what you're thinking. You aren't jealous or resentful at all. If you want the honest truth, well, honesty's a little overrated, isn't it?
What's he mean?
Without a little exaggeration, our stories would be less interesting. Without a little white lie, we might hurt each other's feelings. Without a comforting falsehood, we might be overcome with despair.
I hadn't thought of it like that.
Nobody likes the truth in the clear light of day, Mila. Ignorance is bliss. That's why people who are lied to only get upset when they find out.
They do? Why? Because they learn the truth about the lie. The truth, that's what they can't stand. That sounds awfully cynical. I told you the truth about what I think about the truth. You didn't like hearing it. What a shock. Dang, she got salty there. Just because I think it's cynical doesn't mean I didn't like hearing it. I suppose. And how do you feel about me, Mila? Be honest now, darling. I consider you a friend, or I'd like to be more than friends. Now, you know what? So, like, not even like I'm interested in you or I want to be more than friends. It's like, so let me go to this thing. I'm gonna save these 3 things in like 3 separate files because I'm curious later on. I mean, Mila, man, she's just like, tonight is the night. It's like a full moon. It's a blue moon, and everything's going right. Friend zone her ass. All right, so we have 2 people saying friend zone. Mila's after all the ladies. Okay, we have 1 yes, we have 2 no's. Good idea. That's not a vote, Ganova. Okay, we have 3 friend zones, so, and 1 non-friend zone, so even if Ganovo said be more than friends, it wouldn't happen. Which, kind of, like, narratively, like, as far as, like, balancing the crew out, I think we made the right decisions here, because, or we, I should say, you guys made the right decisions here, because, like, Morgana is the feels like very outcast and things like that. So, like, having somebody that they can be a companion with, and focusing just on their needs and their wants can kind of like divert all that anger she's got. Where if right now, if I were to say I'd be like to be more than friends with Tam Tam, and Morgana does not like Tam Tam, like that's just gonna be like boom. It's gonna be like fireworks and like very, very angry things. Like somebody could die. Like it'd be like somebody is going to die, right? So that's why I'm curious, and I saved it because I really do want to go back later and look at that and see if my prediction is correct. And if so, what I'll do is I'll select this. I'll do like a really quick thing, and then I'll take a really quick peek to see if like somebody dies because of that. Because to me, that's gonna happen, right? Like if you put Tam Tam and Morgana at each other's throat, it's just not gonna be good. I think we're friends. Glad to hear it, Mila. Really? Alright, let's just go back. If we're gonna say we're interested in Brock, that's what I hope not. Do it as a bonus video? I'm doing fine. Better than fine, really. Great. Actually. Why? How are you doing? You don't have to be so nervous. Who says I'm being nervous? Morgana? You tell her I said... No, nobody said that. I just thought you might be overcompensating. My overcompensating is just fine, thank you. My compensating is just fine, thank you very much. I'm just saying that if you ever feel uncomfortable or nervous or scared, just tell me. No, I'm fine. Really. I haven't been this fine in a long, long time. Oh?
Oh yeah. Boss always said if you don't like it here, it's just the same every other hellhole. And I believed him, you know?
You know, actually, now that he's doing the voice full out, it sort of does match mine, only I am doing it better. In my personal opinion, that's the first time I'm like, no, like he's doing something similar to what I'm doing, only he sounds much less he's not going full into the accent.
I figured every ship's gotta have her own boss. Her own Mary and Morgana. Now this ship's totally different. Well, not totally. I guess you do still have a Morgana, don't ya?
Wow, yeah. I'm not braggadocious. My voice acting talents are maybe a 5 out of 10, 6 out of 10. This reading of this character is like 4 or 3 out of 10. Like, it's pretty bad. Like, he's trying to sound like a New Yorker, you know? He's trying to sound like, you know, if you're gonna go full New Yorker, you gotta go full New Yorker. Like, if I'm gonna go New Yorker, I'm gonna go, I figured every ship's gotta have their own boss. her own Mary and Morgana. Now this ship's totally different. Well, not totally. I guess you still have Morgana, don't you? Yeah, you know, if you're gonna go full on New Yorker, like, bring it in, right? Now I feel like the voice acting panelist. Even though I'm not a professional voice actor. Usually they have really good talent there. I do go to those things every once in a while. But like mine is more deeper and a richer thing. I figured every ship's got to have her own boss, her own Mary and Morgana. Now this ship's totally different. Well, not totally. I guess you still have Morgana, don't you? So like that's the voice I gave him because he's bigger and burlier. So I went deeper, and I didn't go like too high. I didn't go like Scout or anything. Like I figured every ship's got to have her own boss, her own Mary and Morgana. Now this ship's totally different. Well, not totally. I guess you still have Morgana, don't you? Grass flies, birds fly. Brother, I hurt people. You know, like that's a little too high because it's like he's burly, right? You know. Channeling of Brooklyn. I lived in New Jersey for 6 months. Okay, that's the closest I ever got. And they didn't even have that many accents because I lived in Central New Jersey, so there wasn't the accent there. That's Boston. Yeah, that's not Bronx, I guess. There are subtle differences between those two things. That's what we do, and I think with time you'll find that she's as different than the woman you remember too. Yeah, I guess anything's possible. But yeah, this place is really different. In a good way, I mean. Just look at what you did with the Queen. Rauki probably would have asked me to poison her drink. Instead, all I gotta do is talk her to death. I'm glad that you're okay with how we do things here. Best pirate ship ever. About that. Did you always want to be a pirate? Heck no. When I was younger, I wanted to be a burglar. Before that, a cut purse, and then a robber, and did you ever want to do anything other than, steal? Always fancy myself a bit of an artist. An artist? How lovely. Did you do landscapes? He means a car artist. More like peoplescapes. You mean portraits? Yeah, sure wish I could do one again. Oh! Draw me like one of your little French girls. Oh my god. I kind of figured... So, there's a lot of interesting choices here. So that's there, and there. So I'm gonna put it, I'll put it here, because I need to group these together. So, are we interested in Brock, or are we not interested in Brock? Southern accent. Like, there's different Southern accents, too. It's sort of like Bronx and Jersey and, Brooklyn and all that. There's different styles. You got the Louisiana accent. The Louisiana accent, very thick on the draw. And I talk about that, you talk about that, and you get real deep, and you're talking, and like they get on the swamp, and you got that style. You talk real bad, people can't understand what you're saying. You understand what I'm saying? You can't understand anything. And so. And you got like the sort of, Atlanta area. Or like. Alright, so Bone Brock. Oh man. Alright, so he says wait till after. Wait till our journey's done. So we have 2 waits, and we have one Bone Brock. Alright, so I'll wait for one person, and like we already have wait till our journey's done. So wait till our journey's done going once. Wait till our journey's done going twice. Wait till our journey's done. I'm interested in like what would happen with the Brock thing, but like it's like she's gonna like draw herself in a painting. It's like interesting. But yeah, like and likewise with Brock, like how much Morgana doesn't like Brock either. Like I think that there would be somebody who would not survive at the end of that whole situation. When our journey's over, Brock, I insist that you give another try. Will do, Mila.
Welcome to the Library of Forbidden Knowledge. Try not to mess up any of the books.
We're not here for the books, we're here for the treasure.
The treasure? Doesn't ring a bell. We're ready and willing to ring your bells, if that's what takes to jog your memory.
Or bash your skull in if that doesn't do it. Or bash your skull in if that... I already said that, Brock. Yeah, but we should repeat ourselves so he knows we're serious. We're not going to hurt this poor man. Both of you stop it.
I think you both have a lot to learn about how to behave in a library, especially a forbidden one.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's his voice, right? That you pay this much guy. Yes, that was his voice. Why is it called that? Presumably someone doesn't want us to know about it. Who? That's a surprisingly insightful question, Brock.
I haven't the slightest clue. Now, if you're interested in a good book, you're more than welcome here.
We'll certainly take you up on your offer. What would you recommend?
I've got just the right book for you. But you pay this much. Sorry. But before you dive into it, there's someone here who's dying to meet you.
Oh no, Rarky's here, isn't he? It is Rarky!
No, that's too low!
Yeah, it's Star Fox Adventures. Is that Rarky? I'm glad he isn't dead, though, because I get to do his voice. I love Rarky's voice. I wonder if Rarky from Twitter has heard my Rarky voice. By the way, Strangelove, you came in late. Very early on, I found out that some of the characters in this story are actual furries and actual fursanas, and Rarky, I did find Rarky on Twitter. So, I saw a picture get retweeted by somebody. I'm like, wait, I know that character and his name. That sounds familiar. He looks a little different, but yeah, that's him, alright. Boss, you're alive? But he said... Oh yeah, the ghost guy. Right, he became the ghost guy. Oh no, the ghost guy possessed him.
Please, Mila, all of you, rest easy. I'm not Rarky.
Huh? Darius, my friend. Darius, my friend, please hear him out.
My name is Lazarby. I died many years ago. I remained a spirit, kept alive only by the magic of the coins. When Rarky attempted to desecrate my home and destroy me, I took him as my host.
Your host?
In other words, I took possession of his body. Then I took possession of his ship. How fortunate that he was also hunting the coins. Darius, between the two of us, I believe we managed to find them all. You know what that means, don't you?
Why don't you tell me what you think it means?
Still skeptical, eh? Lupran said that you would be. He spoke so highly of your ability to command. It's a pity we never had a chance to serve together.
Did he also tell you I don't respond well to flattery?
Oh, please, Darius, spare me.
Oh, no, sorry. That's Lieutenant. Oh, please, Darius, spare me. Fine, fine. Let's say I believe you. What do you want? You only use Discord, so you don't have a Twitter? Yeah, he was the ghost. Yeah, he's the ghost from the second thread. The ghost guy who tried to possess us on the second round. Yeah, that's who took over Raurki. See, this is the very cool thing about this visual novel. Like, not only is every character pretty well fleshed out and have their own points in the story, like the even the side characters and like not only the main characters but all the side characters, like they did it very well. Where it's like if you go down a different path, like the characters still behave in a believable sense and the events still happen in a very believable sense, but the outcomes are very different. Which for a visual novel like this is like that kind of threading is high class. Like, and this like, you know, sometimes some of the things don't make sense, like the queen hanging everybody and then us getting along with her. That was one of the things. Some of the threads kind of get but like as far as like overall malleability of the storyline and it's still making sense in the end is quite amazing. No Twitter, no Facebook only. I don't have a Facebook. I have a Twitter and a Discord. And a Tele. I have some of the main ones. I don't have an Instagram. I want us all to finish this mission together. One coin remakes an individual. All of them remake the world. Isn't that right? But what do you want us... Well, what do you want to use the coins for? What kind of world do you want to make? I want to eliminate death. How? Why? Death is our greatest enemy. It has already taken one of your friends, isn't that right? But it will eventually take us all. As it took everyone that I ever loved. How does he know that Luiko died? As far as like setting up a Discord chat, like I don't know, like I like to, for one, I like to keep the chat here because like it's not really busy. For one, like this chat's fine, it's not really busy. Like if I ever become really popularized, then like having like a separate chat so that people can do that without having to deal with like floods of stuff is great. Right now, I don't like to make extra effort for that. And plus, when people rewatch this thing and I go on these weird tangents and responding to people in the chat, it makes more sense when you guys are talking here because they see your chat when they watch it, when the replay happens. So they'll know what I'm talking about instead of like going, why is this guy schizophrenic, right? Because it used to be when I started streaming on YouTube that didn't have the chat replay, and I'm like, man, I must sound schizophrenic. So what? Everyone dies. That's just it, Darius. We all accept that, don't we? Well, what if nobody ever had to die? People still get old and sickly, and you're gonna remake the world to cure all frailties and mortality? What about overpopulation? Surely the world cannot hold and feed an infinity. Don't worry about any of those mechanistic concerns, Darius. I've got it all worked out. Oh, this is going to be good. As I explained earlier, I was able to use the coin to prevent my own death. I instead became a spirit. And then I was able to take the body of Raurki, so that I may stand before you today. It's an extraordinary journey, isn't it? But what if it wasn't quite so special? What if everybody can do what I did? Boss, you're not making any sense. Allow me to explain, my friend. In my world, whenever anyone dies, they'll become a ghost, and they'll float around and find a new host. A new host? From where? A baby or a young child would be an easy choice, given how much life they have ahead of them. All the ghosts' memories would be intact. Their life will carry on. Death will be vanquished. Yeah, okay, the thread they're going to go down here, though, is like, yeah, but you're kind of pushing away, like, a life that could happen. And then it's like, what happens to the baby's soul whose body you possess? Like, what happened to Rauerke's soul, right? Like, is Rauerke dead now? And if he's dead, then does he become a spirit? And if he becomes a spirit, does he get to possess somebody? And what happens when that person gets possessed? Does that person die and then become a spirit? And then it's like, well, Brock is used to calling Rauerke boss, right? So, like, I'm not suspicious about that. Like, he's used to calling Rauerke boss, even though Rauerke is not boss. My Discord is dead 90% of the time. Yeah, you can, if you want to message me your thing, I don't know how you're gonna message me if you don't have a messenger, but if you want, I can share it with you at some point. I just don't want to do it on here because it'll record and then, you know, people just find it, whatever. Like, I don't hand out my Discord to just anybody, right? And same with Telegram, and even though I can give it to you and I trust you with it, like, anybody would be able to access it at that point. Death will be vanquished. Sounds intriguing or sounds horrifying. So we get to choose here, guys. Which if I had stopped, like, if I had, like... I'm gonna put it here. The Ghostbusters Gambit? I'm not familiar with the Ghostbusters Gambit. So sounds intriguing or sounds horrifying. So yeah, as far as Twitch goes, like, I'm probably gonna do it, and I'm probably gonna just focus my Twitch channel on Mario Maker and Mario Maker alone. I think that it's a game that you can play a lot. It's a game that you can do stuff with, and like it'll certainly be one of those things. And I think having a channel dedicated to it would be a great option. Whereas I'll use my YouTube to focus on like the furry games and keep going in that runs. So horrifying. I don't know, guys. You're not into possession? That's no one's thing here. Okay. Sounds horrifying. Wait, what about the life of the baby? If they're possessed, doesn't that mean they don't get to live their own life? As a baby, they won't really understand what it's like to have a will. So they'll never miss not having it. Well, if you're possessing a baby, it's gonna suck if you have all the knowledge of an adult. It's like, I want to walk and I want to get up and eat and drive a car and be autonomous, but I can't because my body's like small. You know, that would suck. So there never will be any new people? Just the same soul stealing body after body for all time? Oh god, that would suck. Could you imagine, like, Stalin and like the evil people of the world, like, who are just like really nasty guys, and they wouldn't have to fear death anymore. They can just, like, you know, possess other things after they die. Ooh, that's ooh god, that's just like, ooh god. No. Yeah, that's horrible. That's a horrible idea. I mean, at least with the cycle of life, like, there's a chance to reboot, right? It's like, yeah, the people who are bad are not as bad as they used to be, and the people who are, you know, or can at least try not to be as bad as they used to be. Are you going to prioritize the needs of crying little babies over the needs of grown people you've learned to love? So, like, by the way, this storyline is by far the strongest so far. For sure. If I ever have children, I know I'll love them. And I want them to have their own life. I don't want them to just be spare bodies for whoever happens to die near them. I have to agree. Luprand, I'm surprised at you for going along with this. Are you so afraid of death that you do anything? Do you really think that this is the answer? Well, you see, Darlius, if you think about it from another perspective... Oh, save your breath. These short-sighted fools aren't going for it. You people never let me do things the easy way, do you? You're right there. My whole life has been doing things the hard way. Regretfully, that means I'm going to have my crews take your coins away from you. You don't even know where you are, do you? Librarian, trap these meddlesome idiots inside one of the books.
Even if I helped you, wouldn't you just kill me anyway?
You're right. Ooh. Dang, ice cold.
You pay you this much.
Still ice cold, Rauerke.
Still ice cold, baby.
You're not some different from Rauerke after all, are you? Based on the location of the wound, I estimate you have about 20 minutes to live. You only have two options here. One, you could lay down and die. Or two, you can do as I ask. Trap them inside the book. I'll help myself to the coins on their ship, and I'll have them all, and then as I previously explained, I'll eliminate death.
I won't have to die?
Of course not. You'll turn into a ghost, and you'll possess someone's body, just as I have.
Whose?
Take one of their bodies if any of them survives the trials of the book. Mila, she looks delicious, doesn't she? I wouldn't mind living in her. Well, of course it's your decision. Oh, God, that was horrible to say. But I had to say it. It's the lines, man. Ugh.
Alright. You've got a deal. I'll take 20 scarabs! Ah!
Indigo, wait. This is by far, like, the most interesting conclusion yet. Like, it is very much like, oof. Like, because now it's like we're in the book, but now it's like we know when something bad's waiting for us out of the book. Where are we?
We died and went to hell, obviously.
Well, that would explain the wake of lava down there. Clearly we're inside a book of some kind. I believe Lazarby called it the trial. He also said we might not survive it, so the fact that it isn't real doesn't make it any less deadly. I think it's fairly obvious, you twit. What was that? Is it just me, or are we getting closer to the lava? There's gotta be some way out of this. Is there a rope swing or something to climb somewhere? Morgana, you've got wings. Maybe you could fly us to safety? There's nothing but lava as far as the eye can see. Where am I supposed to fly us to, idiot? It's definitely getting closer. And it's definitely reacting to your negative emotions. You should shut up, Morgana. Thanks, Captain Obvious. At least I tried. I don't have any smart ideas coming from your mouth, Morgie. This is like Ghostbusters 2 up in here. We've got to think of something quickly. The rate of descent appears to be accelerating. Oh yes, this is how I thought I'd be dying. I don't want to die before completing our mission. What about the good life we were supposed to have after this mission is over? We're sacrificing so much. I just can't let it end like this. Maybe if you just killed Rocky when we had the chance. You want to second-guess the captain? As far as I'm concerned, the only mistake he ever made was bringing you on board. Given these dire circumstances, I certainly don't appreciate this level of inconsiderate acrimony. Wow, Darius! You said acrimony! That's way too much tension! Stop it! By the look of things, we're all going to be dead in less than a minute. If we're going to die together, let's at least do it with some peace and dignity. How could we do that? Well, we could use our last few seconds to be a moment of silence, at least. Luckily, luckily she wasn't interested in everybody. Otherwise, it's like, well, I have an idea. let's have a party. Jeez. Nothing's happening. We're not getting any closer. I have a hunch. Being quiet helped, or the book wants to teach us? So, the book wants to teach us, or being quiet helped. I'm sure that this doesn't really have an impact, and they'll both discover, oh, us being not mean to each other has helped us. In a way. We have one teach. Book wants to teach. Teach book. Teach book. Hooked on phonics. Yeah, it's a trial, right? What if the book isn't trying to kill us? Maybe it's trying to teach us a lesson of some kind. What lesson would that be, Mila? The pillars seem to be moving at random. No, it wasn't at random, dude. Your bitterness is dragging you into the depths of hell. So it's possible that the apparent connection was merely coincidental. Or maybe, just maybe, there was no connection at all. That's what coincidence means, you idiot. Bonk. Wait, I got it. We sank a little when you insulted Brock. So what? Well, it sank when you insulted him before, too. I think I see where she's going with this. If we want to not die, all you gotta do is never insult me ever, no matter what. Brock, that's not what I... No, Mila, don't worry. I'm willing to bear the burden for the sake of the crew. Brock is on point. I'm sorry, dude. You know, it's interesting, like, because Brock, like, in every other thread was, like, this flat two-note character that was, like, good sure thing boss and all this thing. Now that he's on the crew and he's got, like, this personality thing going, I really like him as a character. Brock, you... Morgana, wait. Don't insult him. You weren't serious about that, were you? Mila. Mila may be on... Mila... Whoa. Typo there, buddy. And there's like little errors here and there. I've counted about probably 5 in total. Like, I think through all my playthroughs. Mila may bean. Mila may ben. Bean. Beans. Mila may be onto something. When we were sinking before, we were pretty ill-tempered. And given how close we are to the lava, we can't afford to test our hypothesis any further. But I think Brock's an idiot. I have to tell him. I can't exactly stop it. Just concentrate on other things, Morgana. Pretend he isn't here. I wish this pretending never had to end. Got it? Nobody insult Brock. Yeah. Yes. Or anyone else for that matter. Aw. It seems like it's working. We're not sinking. But we're not any closer to safety, are we? Aren't we just stuck here?
Think about out of the fire and into the... Talk about out of the fire and into the frying pan. Maybe Mila's got some... Maybe Mila's got to come up with some other clever theory. We're going up. How did that happen? How should I know? I just said Mila might have another idea, and... Let's test that hypothesis, as Captain would put it. Mila, what should we do? Any ideas? I don't know. Maybe we said it wrong. Tam, what did you say exactly? I don't know. Something like, I asked Mila to come up with another one of her bright ideas? Wait, that's it. You complimented my idea. Maybe if insulting causes the platform to sink, then... Tam, I really appreciate your kind compliment. Yes, that's it. What the hell is happening? It's so simple. All we have to do to get out of here is be nice to each other. You've got to be kidding me. What kind of sappy moron wrote this book? I'm sorry. Everyone, let's follow Mila's lead. Darius, you've got some nice boots. Yes, it's working, Brock. What's working? I was just wondering, can I borrow those boots sometime? I don't think we're the same size. Morgana, I admire your zealous commitment to duty. Thanks, Captain. Same goes for you. Nothing's happening. Maybe that doesn't count as a compliment? What do you want me to say? Oh, Captain, you're the best and bravest man I ever met. Maybe it has to be something you really mean. But I did really mean that. Maybe we have to compliment someone who hasn't received one yet. Let's see. Tam praised me, and then I praised her back. Brock gave Darius a compliment, then Darius praised Morgana, who praised him back. Who are we forgetting? Why, you, Mila. It's you, Brock. Let's see. I really like your bracelets. Thanks. Wrong kind of compliment? Funny. When you praised the captain's boots, that worked just fine. There's gotta be some kind of mathematical pattern we're ignoring. So, hold on. It has to be somebody gave a compliment. The same person can't give a compliment. Right? So here it is. You guys got it, right? She gave Mila gave Tam a compliment. Oh God! Oh God! Oh God! Everyone realize what has to happen here, right? Oh! Oh, it's so good! It's so good, guys! It works both ways, and this is what I do for a living. So, it's a bisexual, not bisexual, bisectional relationship, basically. Like, no one can give a compliment and receive a compliment. A person who gave a compliment can't receive it at the same time. So every one of them has given a compliment except for one of them, and everyone has received a compliment except for one of them. They've already narrowed down who hasn't received the compliment. Who hasn't given a compliment? There's only one pair left: to give a compliment and to receive a compliment. So who did not give a compliment, guys? Morgana, yes, I think Ganova got it. Morgana has to give a compliment to Brock. Okay, so here we go. Oh yes, that's exactly what it takes to be nice. Algebra. It's not algebra, it's discrete mathematics. They're two different styles of mathematics. This is not algebra. Algebra is completely different. Tam, come on.
Bisectional. Bisectional. I didn't mean to say bisexual. I guess it works, whatever floats your boat. But anyways. Darius, I think you're onto something. There must be something in common about everything we said. I think the platform only went up for once for each of us, right? So, if each of us has to say something nice about someone who hasn't been complimented yet, that would mean Morgana has to praise Brock. In other words, we'll stay stuck down here forever. What if I can't actually think of anything nice to actually say? Just do what I do. Do a polite lie. But she can't. 'Cause she took that egg. Oh no. In case you forgot, I can't lie. Surely there must be something you can't think of. I really can't. You can't compliment me to save your life, eh? How... Brock, stop. We can't do insults, remember? Is it still an insult if it's technically true? Morgana, you're gonna have to try a little harder, or do you want him to be right about you? Fine. Brock, I like... Yeah, go on. What do you like about me, Morgie? Brock, don't antagonize her. This is clearly very difficult for her. You really have no idea. I know you can do it. Brock, I like the fact that you're here, with the crew. What? I thought you hated the fact that I'm here. Of course I do, but as much as I hate it, I'd rather have you be here than out there with Raruki. I'm sure everyone's better off if he has a few henchmen as... I'm sure everyone's better off if he has as few henchmen as possible. Talk about being damned with faint praise. Hey, it might be faint, but it's the best I can do. Fat lot of good it did, though. The pillar still didn't move. Well, maybe we're not moving, but thanks for trying. We're going up. Oh man, I hope I get there first. I can't wait to wipe the grin off that ghost guy's face. Now we're going to try and stay calm. Don't do anything rash until we get back into... How'd you escape? No matter. I'll just get the librarian to put you in another book. I'll pass. I've never been much of a book person. Now guns, on the other hand, those I just love. Oh, dang! Brock, you shot him? Yeah, and I did a good job, didn't I? Maybe not. He's getting up. You pitiful fools! You think you can stop me? I am immortal! Really? Let's test that hypothesis. What? No! That just leaves one enemy left to deal with. Luprand, come out, wherever you are. Please don't hurt me. Why shouldn't we? Luprand, look how far you've sunk. Crying and begging for your life. You were once my closest friend. You could have served at my side, joined me in triumph. Why? Why? Darius, forgive me. I wanted to be powerful, respected, wealthy. I thought if I served Lazarby loyally, then... You were willing to have us all die so you could have money and glory? Before we shot him, the library said to place all the coins in this orb. I'll give you all the coins we managed to get. Just please leave me be. Get out of my sight. I don't know what disgusts me more, his treacherous lies or the petty motivations behind them. Well, I think the worst part is... Do we think the worst part is greed or lying? We have one lying. You can't stand a liar. We have two lying. Lying, lying, pants on fying. We have three lyings. Anyone can want wealth, but it takes a special kind of evil to betray a friend over it. As soon as Rauki showed up, I half expected you to stab us in the back, Brock. But we're all supposed to trust you, right, Morgana? Enough. We've all just went through a terrible ordeal, which we only survived by proving our trust and loyalty towards one another. That can't last more than a moment or two. You know what the problem is, Captain? Clearly no, Mila. Why don't you enlighten us? We were forced to be kind to one another, because otherwise we were going to die. Morgana was forced to be honest because of the coins. Left to their own devices, people feel free to lie, to trick, to deceive one another. That's why trust is so hard to build. People lie. You're right, Mila. Distrust appears to be epidemic. Look at Luprand, one of my closest friends. He didn't trust me enough to tell the truth about Lazarby when I visited him. If he had merely spoken the truth, both Lazarby and Inigo would still be alive. Well, Lazarby wasn't technically alive to begin with, but, you know, who's counting? The world is choking on lies. Then there's one solution, isn't there? End it all. End lying and create a world where we can trust each other. Are you serious? Is that even possible? I'm not sure it's a good idea, Mila. Do you really want to know what's going on in everyone's head all the time? Trust me, trust is a first step towards respect, Tam Tam. We all have to respect each other to get along, don't we? I heartily agree. Mila, the world is waiting. With the end of lying came the end of cheating, stealing, scheming, and betrayal. The world was forced to cooperate, forced to accept each other for who they were. But the world was also forced to reckon with which was best left unsaid, such as hurtful thoughts in the heat of the moment, or inappropriate thoughts at inopportune times. Privacy of thought ceased to exist, and everyone was equally embarrassed about it. Ah, everyone's embarrassed. Ah. I gotta say, like, the endings are kind of sharp, right? Like they don't have like a smooth ending, but you know they have endings, right? Thanks for playing. Play the pirate skin for a new ending adventure with 8 unique plot paths and 24 endings. You never know what you might find. It's not all good, right? Did that save the world, though? See, most of the endings, though, they're like, well, that's like, you saved the world technically, kind of, right? So let's go back for a second. Let's go for greed, right? Or is this the right one? Did I load the right one? Oh, no, let's do this. Sounds intriguing. That's how it could have happened when we're doing the clue ending. I like it, Lazarby. A world where no one has to say goodbye. If Boss likes it and Mila likes it, it's good enough for me. Count me in. You sniveling little traitors. How can you side with Rooview over your own captain? Morgana. These coins have never been yours or mine. They've been something that's there for all of us. And a majority of our crew clearly feels like this is the best course of action, perhaps in time. Future generations will not know of death. Perhaps they will wonder why we ever even hesitated to take such a step. If he has his way, there won't be any future generations. I appreciate your ability to see the future, Darius. You and I will have a lot to teach one another. Agreed. Let's work together. Good. Give me the coins. If you try to use them, you'll be sucked into a magic test of some kind. Luprand and I barely survived, while our third crew member didn't make it. Murray's dead? She won't be for long, will she? We'll bring her back. We'll bring everyone back. Just place the coins into this receptacle. Lazarby's plan created a world without death, but also a world without life for the next generation. All generations after that, nobody could ever raise children because their children would always be possessed by somebody else's spirit. Everyone stopped caring for their bodies, knowing they could always find a new one. People's foulest and most loathsome impulses ran free. Murder was no longer a crime, as no one ever truly died. Life became nasty, brutish, and eternal. I kind of figured that was going to be an ending too. That's kind of why I chose that one. And it was kind of the ending that I kind of expected out of it. Now, yeah, I knew it wasn't going to be a good ending. Alright, so there's one more that we can kind of do really quick, and that's this one. No, wait, we just did that. Hold on. Whoa, wait, we can... Is this a glitch? An interesting glitch, but it did bring us back to the... Huh. Interesting. So... Did I break it? I broke it! Bugs! Yeah. What's up, Doc? Oh, I hard broke it. Oh my god. Whoa! I found a hard bug, guys. This is a good way to end it. I'm a champion. I'm a champion. I know computers, man. I'm like, I hard broke it, didn't I? I'm like, I gotta go back out and see if, like, if I click on an option, if it takes anything. So what happened is the option was on the screen. I'm like, oh wait, I don't want this one. So I hit the load button. And then the prompts for the choices were on the save screen. I clicked on the option in the save screen, nothing happened. I escaped, the decision trees was there again, and then I selected the decision, but it had already triggered the continuation response. And so basically the game's like, I don't know what to do. You just selected like the option twice, and I have 2 commands, and I don't know what to do. I say I'd hire. You can hire me for a QC tester, but yeah, QC tester is kind of a sucky job. I gotta say, it sucks. Yeah, right. Shame the developers weren't watching now. They might watch the recording. Who knows? But then again, it's like it's basically it's a done game. I mean, it's a glitch that's sort of like really rare, and you wouldn't like you can recreate it. And it's probably a problem with the tool more than anything, right? It's like a thing. But anyways, since I can't do anything here, like I can't hit escape, I can't click anything, and we might as well call it a night, guys. Thank you very much for watching. This is a very interesting. I really like this final thread. There's certainly things to experience in this game. So if you really enjoyed it, you know, go ahead and buy a copy there on Steam, and support it because it's a really good game. I'm a very much a person who kind of likes visual novels. I think I do like it as a genre, especially when it's done right. And this one was done right. Obviously, there's like other visual novellas out there. Speaking of which, I think I'll add one to the list for next time, and that'll be that Rivals of Aether, that free-to-play game, would be one to add. But anyways, thank you guys, and I'll see you again next week. We're gonna go back to Mice and Sands, and I will have new stuff for you on the 31st of May. At the end of May, we're reaching the end of May. Have a safe Memorial Day if you're having any picnics or anything like that. And we'll see you guys next time. Kick the fourth wall right in the hoo-ha. We chose we chose this final ending. This is an ending, guys. And the narrator goes, and they spent infinity staring at each other blankly, not able to decide whether or not all the babies would be possessed. Who knows what will happen next? Then all of a sudden, everything went dark, and the stream ended. Forever. Never to go back to a pirate's fate ever again.